Go. Happy and successful homes cannot be built on immorality. We go to school, we seek education so we can be the best version of ourselves. So it's time for parents, guardians, students, and teachers themselves at all levels, from the primary school to the secondary school to the tertiary institutions, to be hands-on as we set the tone right now for our package today, talking about education and immorality. Should we worry?
What happens when a line is crossed? When ethics and integrity disappear? What happens when a public official diverts funds away from schools for his or her own use? When textbooks and instructional materials meant to be free are sold on the streets? When students are victimized by lecturers for their selfish interests? When illegal fees are collected from parents? When a teacher is still on payroll but has not shown up for weeks and months? When students cheat, or when examiners accept bribe to influence results? When fraudulent contracts are made for suppliers and learning materials never reach students? When students are able to purchase fake degrees? When the line is crossed, this is corruption.
No to plagiarism.
No to sorting.
Yes.
No to sex for math.
Yes.
No to exam malpractice and misconduct.
Yes.
No to corruption.
No to corruption.
Education is supposed to be the cornerstone of progress and development, but behind the facade of promise lies a darker reality. Corruption has infiltrated every level of the educational system.
Wherever there is an expression of change of word, for instance, you are not a teacher, you are not in government, you try to mutilate figures, you try to mutilate some word, you pad budget to acquire, to achieve your purpose, that is corruption. Somebody coming to school to collect money from the peoples, for instance, in Subek, the federal government through UBEC had declared education for the basic classes compulsory. The intention is that all our children in the villages, in the hinterlands, wherever they are, will come out to appreciate and go to school. And now you send a teacher to that school who is now changing the concept of the federal government, the Subeb concept in the state, by collecting money from them. And you see the children, rather than coming to go to school, they would like to return to their fishing terminals.
In this report, we seek to explore the dynamics between educators and students, including ethical boundaries.
I would say that the students have a part to play and the lecturers too have a part to play. I will not completely blame the lecturers for immorality. We as young ladies too cause majority of the immoralities.
If you are able to talk to your children on how to dress, I don't think they will come to the school environment and dress indecently. However, some students also behave well at home, but when they come to school, they tend to change because of the clique of friends. So I would advise that students dress well.
Teachers have done so much by molding these children and helping them. So we want the government to give us the backing so that they will not be found wanting.
From the allocation of funds to the distribution of resources, favoritism and nepotism, misuse of funds, examination malpractice, great manipulation, plagiarism, cheating, and various forms of academic dishonesty are conspicuously seen and dominant. So, what are the consequences of academic dishonesty and corruption on characters' lives?
Whatever is happening in the classroom, in schools, parents and society have a lot of role to play. Many of us parents, we have lost out on supervising our children. Our children spend more time with their phones. When we talk about, we look at cheating, which includes plagiarism. In our days, when we were given work to do, where we would always run to with the library. Today, many of our libraries are standing, they are empty.
We have come here to drag corruption to minimal level. What are you going to do to stop corruption? I must free myself from corruption. so that I can speak against corruption. Where the head is rotten, other parts of the body will be rotten too.
How can media consumption affect students' morals and reading habits?
Our media today affects our children both positively and negatively. I use my son, Benny. When he was growing up, you always find him on the system. One day I even had to tell him, is it Oracle and is it Python? I heard those things from them because me, I didn't learn them. And you find him learning at that early age. And I used to tell my children, there are so many things about education in the media that you are also looking at. Try and learn them. Where he is now, he has started, though he's still in school, he's learning serious tech now.
Corruption reduces access to education from primary school to tertiary institution. It creates low-quality learning environments where the vulnerable suffer the most. It wastes talent and undermines our collective welfare. So, together, let's stand up against corruption in education.